Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I'm super excited for this video because we're going to be doing indie makeup releases and just discussing the releases from the past week or so and my personal opinion on them and whether I decided to purchase them or not. I did purchase something this week that I'm pretty excited about, and overall I feel like there's so many beautiful fall releases. I'm just so in the fall spirit, so I'm really excited about that. And yeah, if you're curious about what's happening on my face, I did film like my shop my stash for the month of October, so that'll be coming up in a few days. So this video series is inspired by Angelica Nikis and Samantha March. I'll have both of their channels linked down below, as well as the community will I buy it playlist and all the Instagram accounts that I use to make this video happen every single week. So let's just go ahead and jump right on in. Alright, so I have quite a few things to discuss this week, but I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet for each one. So first off, Stroeve Cosmetics is actually now Shroud Cosmetics, S-H-R-O-U-D. They do have a full video explaining why they changed their name, but I have not watched it yet, so I'm not informed. But I know that the name was changed, so if you're a little bit confused, if you heard of Stroeve but not Shroud and you're like, where is this coming from? They changed the name. I really hope it's for a good reason. I'm sure that it is, just because I feel like it's a difficult change because people learn you and they become accustomed to one name, and then when you're starting over, it's a whole thing. So I really hope it all works out for them, but their newest palette is going to have the new name, Stroeve Cosmetics, and this is the Arcana palette. We kind of talked about it last week because I'd seen swatches, but I hadn't seen the palette altogether, and I like it enough. Like, I don't dislike it. I think it's interesting tones. I like the mixture of the greens, the blues, the warm tones, but I'm just not drawn to purchase this, even though I do really love the matte formula from Stroeve Cosmetics. I've never tried any of their shimmers, but I know the mattes are really good. So I think that one is going to be a pass for me. Alright, next from Yas Glitters, there's two A's and two S's, but they're coming out with a new Autumn Nights palette. It's actually available now for $24, and it's vegan, cruelty-free. This caught my attention, first of all, because of the packaging. I think it's so cute, and I like the colors, I like the names, but it kind of reminds me of a palette that I already have that has similar tones, that's autumn inspired, that I'm actually wearing today, so stay tuned for that. But I just don't feel the need to own this palette and to have it in my life, but I do think that the packaging is cute, and I like it, and I like the names, so it's all good. I just don't see myself purchasing it. And then next from Midas Cosmetics is the new coffee collection, which they have revealed all 4 of them now, and we talked about 3 of them last week, but the last one that was revealed is just like complete pressed glitters, so that's a pass for me. I don't see myself purchasing anything from this collection. The only one I really liked was the green one that had like the different, it was like a mini Natasha Denona Gold is what the vibes that I got from it, but I don't need any of these, so I'm going to be passing on those, even though I think that the names are cute, the theme is cute and everything. So next from Juvias Place, they have sneak peeked 2 different things this week, actually. First of all, the new palette called Wahala, which means drama, is going to be releasing in November. So it's just like a little black and white picture, and I'm very curious to see what this ends up being. I'm curious if translation drama is on the actual packaging. I think it's interesting because I don't know, they've never done translations for anything else, so it's like, ooh, drama. So I don't know, I'm curious to see what it ends up being. They all have my attention. And then they also are coming out with some new shade sticks, and I was very curious about this because I received an email from Juvia's Place for PR that said, like, it was before anything had been announced, that shade sticks were coming my way, and I'm like, shade sticks? Like, what are shade sticks? I had a feeling it would be some type of contour. So these are, oh, it's not even contour. I'm a mess. This is a foundation, okay? It's a cream foundation formula with a natural finish that is hydrating, easily blendable, can be used to contour, conceal, highlight, and perfect. I love stick foundations, so I'm really excited to try this and to see how the formula is. I haven't tried any like complexion products from Juvia's Place other than like color complexion, like blush and highlighter. So yes, I'm definitely intrigued, and I'll keep you guys updated on that very soon. I was dying to tell someone about it too. I was just like waiting for someone to post a picture. I sent my friend Lily. I'm like, guess what I just got an email for? Like, I can't tell anyone, I don't think, but I'm telling you. Alright, so next is a little sneak peek from Terra Cosmetics, and this is coming sometime in October, and this shade looks so beautiful. It's like this pink background with this like yellow green shift through it. I feel like Terra Cosmetics is just killing it. They are coming out with so many beautiful shades. I'm so intrigued. I really want to purchase some. They're definitely on my wish list to do like my own custom palette for and try more, just because I feel like they keep coming out with these like amazingly unique shades and I'm really drawn to that. So I feel like a Terra Cosmetics purchase is coming in my near future. So next from Sydney Grace Cosmetics, they are launching 4 new Multichrome cream shadows, and they should be available now at the time that you're seeing this video. And I'm a little bit hesitant on these because they are $25 each. I love the colors. I love the way that they look. I think that they're stunning. And if you're someone who just wears one cream shadow all over your lid all the time and you prefer creams, then this could be a good option to get one if it's something you see yourself using constantly. But for me, I just feel like I cannot justify $25 for a cream shadow. I know I would not use it enough to justify the price, even though like seeing the videos and the swatches and everything, they look so beautiful and eye-catching. And I don't know if I've seen any other brand do cream multichromes. Like I've seen loose pigments, I've seen pressed pigments, I've seen flakes, I've seen... I don't think I've seen any other creams, basically. So it is something new and interesting. I think that they're beautiful, but not something I'm going to be purchasing. And then next is another little fall sneak peek, and this is from Max Up the Makeup, and I smiled as soon as I saw this. This is their sweater weather palette, and the packaging is so cute, and I feel like Max Up the Makeup just kills it with their themes. I really love their palettes, and I'm just so excited to see what the inside is. I'm sure that it'll match the outside. I'm sure it's going to be killer and like a mixture of greens, yellows, browns, and oranges. So definitely excited. And it looks like it's going to be bigger than their palettes normally are, so I'm curious to see how many shades will end up being in it. But they have my attention, and it felt so on brand for them, even though their themes don't necessarily all go together. Just I feel like they do cutesy themes and it just really works. So I'm excited for that. And then next from Thicclashcosmetics is a new collaboration with Blendingbat, and the packaging seems right on theme for Halloween, and the colors, it's kind of interesting because looking at the colors and the swatches, I'm like, oh, those look really nice. They look interesting. Like there's some different like grungy tones, and overall I like it looking at the swatches, but then when I look at the palette, I'm just like, nah, like just the way that it is. I don't know if it's because of the packaging being orange, or I don't know, it almost just makes it immediately in my eyes kind of look like a rainbow palette, but when I look at the swatches and how they're separated, it doesn't look like a rainbow palette to me. So it's kind of strange, but either way, I don't personally plan on purchasing this. I'm not super knowledgeable about the brand, and I like it, but I don't feel the need to own it, basically. So next is a new palette from Sunqueen Cosmetics, and this is the Graveyard Wedding palette. It's available now for 25 Australian dollars, and the little inside says, "Until death do us part." And I mean, it looks okay. It's not really something I'm drawn to. It has some darker, grungier shimmers, and I personally prefer like the darker shades in my palettes to be mattes and the lighter shades to be the shimmers. So I'm not drawn to it overall. I think it's a neutral palette, so it doesn't really do much for me, basically. So I'm going to pass on that, although I think that Sunqueen Cosmetics has had some cool launches, and I am watching them. I'm curious to see what they keep doing, and I feel like I definitely will try them eventually, maybe sometime in 2020 when I can see clearly. And then next, this is so cute. This was kind of tempting. I've never tried anything from Copacetic Cosmetics, but this is their new Unicorn Policy palette. It's available now for pre-order for $18, and it's basically like 4 light pastel shimmers. I don't know, for some reason, little quads they just make me so like, oh, I just love it. And they've got like the little unicorn on it. and I don't know. I think that that would be a beautiful inner corner palette. Not that I need any more inner corner palettes. Truth be told, I could do this quad probably like 8 times over in my collection. Like, as I'm looking at it, I'm thinking of shades right off the top of my head. So I know I don't need it, but I do think it's really cute, and it caught my attention. Alrighty, so next, this is my purchase for this month so far. Actually, I did go ahead and purchase something I talked about last week that I said I wasn't going to purchase because I'm a mess, but that's a story for another day. So this is the new Menagerie Cosmetics Killer Purr palette. It's available now for pre-order. At least it was earlier. I'm not sure if it still is because their pre-orders tend to sell out pretty fast, but it is available for $32. And it's basically exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's a really beautiful mixture of like blues and green and warm mustardy tones, and it's the neutral palette that I was hoping they would have. Like, I just think it's cool, it's different. I even really like the like really light matte cream yellow. I was just thinking, I feel like I haven't done all matte looks in a long time, but for some reason that shade with all the other ones around it just really intrigued me, and I love Menagerie's formula. I love their packaging. 10% of all the proceeds, I believe, go to help animals, so I bought it, and I'm excited. I'm always excited. I feel like I'm constantly waiting for a Menagerie Cosmetics pre-order. It's like as soon as I get the one from the last pre-order, another palette launches. So it's all good. I'm excited. It's supposed to ship, I think, the first week of November or sometime around there. So yes, the only thing I don't 100% love is that the shimmers are like, there's like a really, like a gold shimmer, and then there's a bronze shimmer, and I wish that they had done something a little more unique with the shimmers. But I'm kind of loving this kind of eye look. I've been gravitating towards these tones a lot, so I really like it. And also, I should just go ahead and put this picture on screen. Bad to the Brow posted a picture, and she took the Menagerie palette and she made the background black, like the background of the actual palette, so you could kind of decipher the colors a little bit better. Sometimes that's a good trick. And then she also put on screen the Ace Beauté Flare palette, the Give Me Glow. I think it might have been called, it wasn't the Grunge palette, maybe the Staple palette. I can't even remember what that one was called. And then Subculture from Anasazi Beverly Hills, and she said like, okay, I definitely don't need it. And I can definitely see how all of these palettes kind of have like a similar thing going on, but I didn't own any of those, so that kind of made me want the Menagerie one more. So maybe that'll be helpful for y'all. But I'm excited to receive it. All right, so let me try and do this in an orderly fashion and do the indie brands first. I've been kind of bad at that lately. So this is really cute. This is from Colored Raine. They're coming out with a new sponge for Halloween, and it looks like candy corn. They're actually doing a poll on their Twitter right now to see like what they're gonna name it. There's like Raine, Beat-a-boo, Trick-o-beat. I don't know. There's all kinds of different puns that they've got going on. So someone's going to name it, but I just thought that this was super cute. I don't think I can justify purchasing it just because it's super cute, because I have sponges. I don't need it, but I do really like it. Actually, that could be kind of cute to get my mom, because my mom is like a candy corn fiend. I would love to know, do you like candy corn? I feel like people either love it or hate it. I like it, but I can't eat it a lot. Like, I can only have a few pieces at a time because it's really sweet. Roman, my son, loves candy corn. I actually just bought him like the candy corn pumpkins, trying to use that as bait to potty train. But that's off topic. So I really like this. I think it's so cute. So cute. So let me know, do you like candy corn? I'd love to start some controversial conversations. And then Dose of Colors is coming out with a new concealer, and I feel like from this picture there looks to be like a lot of really light shades, but maybe it's just the bottles. I'm not sure. I think that they had it categorized into groupings, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. I feel like at this point, even though I do YouTube and stuff, like I just don't care enough about new face products to be like, yes, I want to be the first person to try that. If it comes to an eyeshadow palette, I'm like, yes, I'll take it right away. I'll pre-order no matter what. But then if it's like a concealer, it's like, I'll wait for someone else to review it. So I am intrigued, and I think it's supposed to be lightweight and full coverage, and I like the description of it, but I'm not going to be purchasing it unless I hear like phenomenal things about it. So for me right now, that's a pass. And I think that's like the regular indie brands. I'll go ahead and do what I have left. So Anasazi Beverly Hills revealed their third Norvina palette, Volume 3. And I mean, it's not a bad palette. I feel like if I'd seen Volume 1, 2, and 3 like 2 years ago, I would have like gone bananas for them. But now I'm kind of like, nah, I don't really need it. And I have other formulas I like more. I'd rather support an indie brand, and like everyone and their mom is going to be talking about this palette. So it's fine if I don't, kind of feeling. So I mean, I like it. I think overall I like number 2 the best, but I just wish it hadn't had those like different pops of like warm tones in there. And it's kind of interesting seeing the conversation go back and forth, because part of it is like there's so many palettes so quick, and I agree with that side. I think it's overwhelming, but then also it's, you have the freedom to choose. Just because 3 palettes came out doesn't mean you have to buy all of them. For me, I feel like it's less about having to buy all of them. I feel like it's more like when something new comes out and it's just like the spotlight and it has all the attention and it's like what you're completely focused on, where it's like all these different palettes, it feels a little bit different. That's kind of where I am. I think I like one product to feel more special, more curated, more like everything they had went into this rather than all these different palettes. So I can see where both sides are going, and I lean a little towards the overwhelming. And I mean, they said that there's only going to be 3 volumes, but I have a feeling in like a few months, like there'll be Volume 4, Volume 5, maybe next year for holiday, Volume 6. Like I definitely see more coming in the future, even though right now they've said only 3. So yeah, I also don't really have a thing about butterflies. Like I don't really like butterfly packaging. I don't really have any connection to butterflies, so that doesn't even draw me in either. So overall, basically, that's a pass for me. And then Kylie Cosmetics is coming out with a new collection in collaboration with Balmain. I feel like it's Balmain. And I like that it's like the pastel blush pinks, but I don't know. I mean, the color selection could be worse. It's not terrible, like the different pinky tones and the green. It's okay. I don't hate it. It actually kind of reminds me of a little bit more of a bold version of the Maybe Cosmetics Take Me to Paris palette. But overall, I just don't feel that need to purchase it, so I'm not going to. And then this is one thing that tempted me this week, definitely, but I'm not going to break my low buy rules for it. This is the new Colourpop Pretty Fresh collection, and it comes with a tinted moisturizer that has it's a hyaluronic tinted moisturizer, and I love products that have less coverage most of the time, so I feel like that really intrigues me. And like me and one of my friends were talking about BB creams, and like I was like, I don't want to pay $14, but then it's like I can't think of any other affordable BB creams that have like a decent shade range and that are cruelty free. So I don't know. I feel like that's something I could definitely see myself trying eventually. I read this tip a long time ago that you could mix moisturizer and a foundation together and make your own BB cream. I tried to do that with the First Aid Beauty moisturizer and the Fenty Beauty foundation, and it was disgusting. Like it was so awful. It's not even funny. Like it was like patching off my face. And then I tried the Glossier Priming Moisturizer Rich, and I added a little bit of the e.l.f. concealer, and again, it was so disgusting. Like the texture, it did not look like a BB cream at all. I feel betrayed. I've told so many people that tip because I read it once and I never tried it. So if you've tried the nasty flaky non-BB cream, supposed to be BB cream trick for because of me, I'm so sorry. So I tried to shop my collection to talk myself out of it, but it didn't work. So I'm not going to buy it right now. I'm going to wait. I'm going to give it time, but it definitely has my attention. And they also came out with a primer, a sponge. So overall, I really like the collection. I really like the packaging of the tinted moisturizer. So that's probably the most tempting thing that's come from Colourpop in a long time, just because I feel like there actually is genuinely a hole in my collection for a tinted moisturizer. Alright, next is the new Dragon Beauty face palette, and I know that Nikita Dragon is controversial and stuff, so I'm not even going to get into that, but I just have to say, like, the packaging, I get it. Like, some people think it's artistic, and I'm sure that it was a lot of hard work putting into it, but for me, I feel like it is just so creepy. Like, it's not my vibes at all. It looks like some dead person floating in the water. Like, that's what I see when I look at the packaging. So that's like not my vibes at all. And then the inside kind of, I don't know, it doesn't exactly look like a palette that costs like, I think this is like $40 or something, maybe like $48. It doesn't look like a $48 palette to me. There's like 2 contours, 2 blushes, and 2 highlighters, and it's a pass. It's a pass. But I just wanted to comment on the packaging because it kind of gives me like the EBGBs. I'm like, ooh, like, ooh, like it might be cursed. Oh gosh. All right, last but not least is the announcement that P. Louise is now available at Morphe Brushes, and I just wanted to speak on this for a moment because I admit I love the P. Louise artistry. Like, they are phenomenal makeup artists, and I took one of their classes like online, and I like took like 2 pages of notes. I thought like it was very interesting, and they do things their own way, and like I see good things. But for those of you who are thinking about purchasing this because it's a lot more accessible now for the United States, and you don't have to pay like $10 shipping, and it's at Morphe, and you can probably go into Morphe's store and see them and everything. Just a little background. They do sell mink lashes, so for me, I don't consider them to be cruelty free. They also have been caught, and I've seen this very recently, that they kind of take inspiration from other makeup artists, but then don't give them any credit on their Instagram, which is so sad. Like, I just don't understand why anyone would do that. Like, why would you not want to share? Like, is it like, do you really get that much validation from saying like, I created this? Like, everyone gets inspired by other people all the time. Like, why not share the love? So I don't understand that. And also, I feel like this kind of blew over. Sorry, this is a roast P. Louise session right now, but it kind of blew over and I never really heard anyone talk about it. But there was an incident where the owner of P. Louise said the N-word. She was singing to a song, so I don't know that. I don't think that matters to me. I don't think you should say it in either way if you're a white person. And then she used that she had black friends or a black boyfriend or something like that as the excuse. So I just... all around, I used to be very intrigued and enthralled by P. Louise, but I'm just not. Like, I'm not about it, and I think even if they stop selling mink lashes, I would not be purchasing from them again. I just, like, I have a gut feeling it's just not good. I used to love them, but I don't anymore. In fact, I'm thinking of, like, doing a blog sale and getting rid of my P. Louise palettes and, like, things that I haven't used, that I bought a while back. So, I don't know. Sorry to bring a little bit of drama into it, but I just thought it would be important to know because some people don't really look into those things, and if it matters to you, like it matters to me, because I feel like you vote with your dollar. And now they're at Morphe. It might, some people might not care. Some people might care. Just throwing the information out there. Don't kill the messenger. Even though the message is mine. Alright, so I feel like I actually did pretty good. I talked for less than 30 minutes. So that's basically everything for today's indie makeup releases. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to know your thoughts on the different releases down below, what you're thinking of getting, if you like candy corn, if you're overwhelmed by all the Anasazi Beverly Hills releases. Please have a conversation with me, even if I don't respond immediately or ever. I promise I'm reading them. I promise. So I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.